Cash Cow back with another video, guys. It's been a while. I ain't posted nothing in a few weeks. You know, going through stuff, mentally getting myself re-energized to go back and do what's my passion. You know, every now and then you get tired, you get drawn out. You see the way the market's going, you're not as enthusiastic as putting out stuff because you're like, man, the market's terrible right now. Not only that, guys, the movies are terrible right now. The shows are, at best. But as long as that little bitty pilot light is still on, I'm gonna keep going, baby. Let's go. With that being said, guys, we took a family road trip for Thanksgiving. I was out of town. And I stopped by a comic shop called Hooked Up Comics. Shout out to them guys. They thorough with their business. And the fact is, I only seen 30% of their inventory. So I'm like, what? Like, how much do these guys have? Well, with that being said, guys, check out this quick little snippet of what I saw and what I experienced. And then after that, we're going to get into these comics. Let's go. All right. Check out that beautiful bean footage. And I'll hit you back. This is me stopping at Hooked on Comics, taking pictures. Got a vast amount of stuff.
Star Wars, Mace Windu, Jesse Scott, and
I wonder if that's the gentleman that was.
it might have been. He actually had Yoda on his pole, and I didn't realize it. He actually had a pole that's been there. It had a bunch of Yodas, and he came in, added it. So he's gonna have a whole bunch of Yoda when he comes back, which is cool.
Okay.
Big deal. I didn't realize he had a pole that started. He came in and made another pole. And like, oh, he already has
Order
one.
Mace Windu, make sure to order 4 sets.
4 sets.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it hasn't ordered. We don't even order it till January.
Oh.
Or maybe it's in December.
Because I don't know if you put that person on the list or not.
I don't know who it was, and since there's only Jesse Scott, which I explicitly remember putting him on the list because he filled out a new one,
Worst employee ever.
and I don't know who the other person was who asked about it.
Terrible.
And you clearly don't remember who it was, so it means it wasn't a regular.
It's not my job to remember, babe.
I know.
It's your job.
But if it was a regular, you'd remember them.
No.
Yeah, you would. You know all the regulars.
Alright, guys. Now, first comic I got while I was there was Batman 48. It's the continuation of Mr. Bloom, which is a villain that he grants powers to civilians and other people, but at the expense of them giving their life. So it's basically like doing a deal with the devil. Alright? I think I may have one other copy of this, pushing it. I had the first appearance of him, which is Batman number 43. But check this out, solid read, all right? Next, we got Avengers versus X-Men round 7. Which happens to be Wakanda being flooded by Atlantis. Pretty much was a hot spec a few years ago, right? With, you knew you were getting Namor with Black Panther number 2, A lot of people didn't like that. I didn't mind it. It had its moments. Was it better than the first Black Panther? Absolutely not. Who can, that was a classic. Who can actually top that one? All right. But this is still an important spec. It's Wakanda getting flooded by Atlantis. Nice cover, by the way. Next, I've had these comics. These next two that I'm going to show you guys, I've had these two comics bought, sold, and kept it moving. Alright? This is Incredible Hulk number 418. What happens to be the first full appearance of Talos. Anybody that knows the Skrulls knows Talos. If you watched the first Captain Marvel or the Invasion, then you know who Talos is. This is an important spec of him. You got die-cast cover, which is this, because it actually opens up and it closes, but you actually have a second print of this that has like a brick kind of thing outlined instead of this part, because this can open and close. Alright? So you guys know that. But Talos, I actually like Talos in the MCU. I think he's a very important character. He's what's needed, right? But remember, it's the second print. In the second print, even though they're not saying it right now, I believe, me, personally, that is actually more valuable than the first print. Alright? It's a little less of a printing run, but the comic book cover is definitely different than what you see now. Alright, so if you see the second print, it's gonna have like its bricks all around it. If you can snatch up the first print, get it. Second print, definitely get it. Alright? That being said, I'm sorry, that was actually the first cameo appearance of Talos. Alright? It's a few other characters, like I think you have Rom appears in this. It's the marriage of don't quote me on that, guys. It's the marriage of two important characters, obviously. Anybody in the comment section, let me know. I'm having a brain fart right now. But with that being said, we have the Incredible Hulk number 419, which is actually the first full appearance of Talos. This is the first cameo appearance of Talos. Alright? That's the first full appearance. A lot of people go after that. But hey, I found them cheap. And actually, because I went on a Black Friday to the comic book store, a lot of these comics that you see today were only $1. I know. What? Yes. I was like, hey, you know my deal. Wherever I travel, I have to set out a certain period of time to see one of their major comic book stores and do my thing. Everybody respect it. It is what it is. Alright? Next, we have the Spectacular Spider-Man number 200 foil cover. I don't really think this is a key issue, other than the fact that it being a giant size 200 issue. But hey, those milestone numbers were very important back in the day. When you got to Amazing Spider-Man number 500 or Spawn number 500, it was actually a really big deal in the milestone, because usually how we see it nowadays, issues don't last that long. Like, comic book volumes do not last that long. So the actually fact that you got it to last that long and continue to go after that is like impressive. in its own right, because nowadays they're starting a new series and scrapping the first one after the first 30 books. So to actually have a series that lasted 500 to 1,000 issues is impressive. I mean, that actually kind of lets you know how the comic book market is right now, but you know, it is what it is with that, guys. You know, but keep your head up. Continue to collect those old classics and keep it moving. That being said, guys, got Secret Wars number 0. Now, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get a Secret Wars. Yes, there's rumors out there that Kang, they might be dropping Kang or not. I don't really believe that. But I'll say that for another video. I don't believe that Kang's gonna be dropped. But I digress. Anyway, I actually had the first 0 to 9 complete issue of the Secret Wars. I did sell it because at the time I was like, hey, it's hot right now. Sell it. But I might actually be able to buy the full series back. I think it's kind of down right now. People are kind of on the fence about it. Might be a time for me to sneak in and get me another full series of it. You dig? Alright. Next, we have Cloak and Dagger number 5. This is the first appearance of Mayhem. Definitely a comic that I already have. I think I got one before at a comic convention, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did. Yeah, no. I may have got one when I was overseas. Yeah. Anyway, it's the first appearance of Mayhem. I know they had a Cloak and Dagger show for maybe a season. I haven't watched it, but I know for sure they had a Cloak and Dagger season when they were doing like the what's the guy name? Can't think his name. He's like, Legion. When they were doing like Legion, and then DC branched out with Swamp Thing. This is around the time they were branching out to different networks and doing, you know, the NBC and the ABC. This is when they were branching out, and you know, they did what is the other show that I haven't watched but has Marvel characters in it? Secret something is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Is it Agents of? Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is when, you know, kind of around the time where they were branching out, seeing what works. Now, I don't know, you know, I don't know what direction they're going to go with things, because they did stop shows and then they didn't do shows anymore. I mean, I have faith in it. Obviously, I wouldn't be still doing this if I didn't, because the passion is behind it. I want them to get the right people in place that actually care about the comic book characters and actually do it the right way. Alright? That being said, next, we got the Flintstones with Pebbles and Bam Bam number 1, baby. I was like, what? I had to do my research on this in the middle of the comic book store. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be number 1. Because obviously, yes, I'm going after the first appearance of the Flintstones, but this to actually be the number 1 after the first appearance, I was like, I'm getting it. What is he saying? Those Gold Key comics, I'm after those. I'm on them. I'm on them. I'm on them. All right. But that is actually the Flintstones and Pebbles and Bam Bam #1. And it's actually a decent condition. I might get it graded. Keep it preserved. I know for a fact that I'm gonna go after the first appearance of the Flintstones. I'm going after that one. Actually, I've seen certain copies under $100, so I might snatch one up pretty soon. But this is their #1 issue, alright? That's sucker nice, baby. With that being said, let's go keep it going. We got the Fantastic Four #22. You see a big chip right there that's missing, but I didn't care. You know why? Because this is the second appearance of Mole Man. The first appearance is Fantastic Four #1, 1960 something. But I feel like, honestly, if they get it right, we're going to see either Mole Man or the Molecule Man as the Fantastic Four's first supervillain that they will face. I don't believe that they should just go straight into Doctor Doom, but the way Marvel's been putting out movies, God knows what's going on, alright? But I just have a feeling that either Mole Man or Molecule Man will actually be introducing it to that Fantastic Four story. And I can't wait to see it. Like, be honest, I can't. I'm ready for it. I feel like that's the way they should go. They should build up to Doctor Doom. They should build up to Galactus. Don't just give us them and vanquish them right off the bat, or follow the same trend of they lost the first time to Thanos and then the second time they win. Like, that's too predictable. Switch it up. But then if I'm saying switch it up, what happens if they do give us those characters first? What happens if we do get a Doctor Doom or Galactus first? I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to keep our fingers crossed on that. Alright? But that being said, the last comic. And yes, baby, I got one graded, baby. Now, I want to thank my lovely girlfriend. Lovely. Very lovely. Very lovely, baby. She got me an early Christmas present. Alright? And with that being said, she got me Star Wars #68, newsstand edition, CBCS graded, which happens to be the first, the first appearance and cover of Finn Siza, the first mention of the Mandalorians, and the Mandalore. And this one's synonymous with, if you're a Boba Fett fan. And I'm definitely a Boba Fett fan. Star Wars #42. I've had that issue so many times. Yes, I heard they went off the rails with how people feel about the Mandalorians. But I'm still a Boba Fett fan. This is a 5.0 graded CBCS. Guy had deals on it. And this is one of my early Christmas presents, so you will see it back there eventually, baby, with the other graded comics. Let's go. With that being said, guys, this concludes my comic haul from Hooked Up Comics. If you guys are ever in Topeka, Kansas, be sure to look them out. Find them out, search them out. If you're in Lawrence, travel there. If you're in Kansas City, travel there. Manhattan, wherever you are in Kansas, these guys have a lovely, and I mean lovely, like, lovely, like, lovely, actually, just inventory of comic books. And what you see is only like 30-some% of it. So they have stuff stored up that they probably only put out once stuff is bought. And with that being said, this is Cash Guy. Will hit you guys with another video. Concluding, I'm back in the saddle, baby. I'm gonna hit you guys with a few videos for December. I'm rounding up this Christmas. You know, it's been a weird year. Comic book markets are fluctuating. But I'm still keep going because I'm passionate about it. And with that being said, this Cash Cow out with another video. I'm out. Also, guys, I got a zombie Black Panther bobblehead. Also, from Hooked Up Comics. Guys, this I actually got for $30. You'll see it in the background of my future videos. This is my first Funko Pop, and I'm excited, man. What they have also, they have a zombie Hulk, they have a zombie Wolverine, zombie Magneto, zombie Deadpool. But I was like, Black Panther, let's go. Because I already have a Black Panther statue. I was like, I'm getting this, baby. Let's go. That being said, guys, this concludes my video. All right.